Hello, this is Irene with Imperfect Crochet. Today I want to show you how to make this beautiful rose granny square. And then you can attach it and do whatever you want with it. Okay, so you start out with casting on about 30 of these for your rose. 30. And then you make one row of single crochets, and I showed before how to make roses, but this is a shorter version, so I wanted to show you in one piece how to make a rose granny square. I think I did it before in one of my videos, but I was doing this last night and it came out so pretty with red rose and a blue background. I figured I'll try to show you guys again, because sometimes I don't know if you guys like to see the shorter version. It's hard to do a short version without like showing the whole product, and I haven't learned how to skip forward, so just gonna do this and show you the beginning of a rose, making a small rose. You can make it bigger, but I'm making one. It's a little bit smaller. Still looks nice in 30 stitches. Usually for big size rose I make about 50 cast on, and then it's really nice and big and fluffy. But the small one is good too, especially if you want to do the work a little bit faster, because sometimes you lose patience. Basically, you can do this like at night when you watch TV. Every day, if you do two, something like that, by the end of the week you have a lot of them, and then you just put them together any which way you want, and you can either use it as a blanket, or you can use it as a table placement, like a runner, or you can use it, what I did with mine, the really big one, I put it on the wall like a tapestry, and it looks pretty nice. Actually, I think I'll make this one and put it on the wall. I have a spot where I have some stuff hanging that are not particularly nice, so I'm gonna do this, and if it comes out really nice, I'm trying to make it all even, because what happens to my stuff, sometimes it's all like different, a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, and it's okay, but sometimes not okay. Okay, so you get to the end of this. Oopsie, look, my finger. See my rubber fingers. Gotta use them. I cut this one up for this finger because otherwise I get like sore. Then you go one single crochet in here, and then you put on 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 3, slip stitch, and then one single crochet in between, because you're gonna need the space so it looks nicer for your petals. And then you go again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip about 3, or in the third one. You can place it whichever way you want. Like I said, I don't like to count. If it's 3, it's okay. If it's 4 in between, it's okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. I like to do every third one. That way I'll put on more petals and it's, looks nicer. 2, 3, 4, 5. And again you skip, and 3, and slip stitch, and 1 in between. And my bunny is making this noise again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 3. 1 in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip, and 1 in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And like that. 1 in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 in between. Bentley! My bunny is making a lot of noises. Bunny. 1, 2, 3. Wow. She's always eating. Always looking for something to eat, that little baby. Some hay she needs. Okay. 1 in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we are at the end. Just 1. Okay. And that's what you get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 10. Like, seriously, the noise level in this house. All right, so what we do now is, my God, half over and under and pull through. Over and under and pull through. We do like 7 of these. Over and under and pull through. Over, under, and pull through. Over, under, pull through. Over, under, and pull through. Over, under, and pull through. And you see what you're getting? It's like this little clustery things for your petals. And now in between you do 1 single crochet here. That's why we left that space in between. Now again, under and over. And we do 2, I think it usually fits 7. 3, depends on your yarn. 4, 5. I like acrylic yarn. It's the easiest one to work with. But some people, they like to use cotton or wool or whatever. Sometimes you have to do more clusters like that. You're just filling out the space that you made here. The 5 that you did, that's the space for your petals. Just fill this in as much as you can. That way it's nice and fluffy. Like I said, usually it's 7. 1 in between, and again under and over, which is what they call half crochet, and a single one. Half single crochet, that's what it's called. Professionally speaking, if I can remember. Half and single crochet, half and single, half and single. Alrighty, and 1 in between, 1 single crochet in between. And again, 7 usually fits in here. I remember I was doing one and I was selling them, and it was such a thin yarn. It was like 10 or 20. That was so tiring. I sold a bunch of them, and then she didn't want any more. It's crazy. I want them, and I was making I made 10. And I bring it to her, and she takes only 4. And I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm done with this. I don't play around like that. I'm not a machine. I'm not doing it to make money. I'm doing it for enjoyment, and I'm doing this video so I can show you guys an easier way without counting, without trying to be perfect, because that's what I did when I was learning and would get so frustrated with this counting. I'm like, what the heck? I lost my count. You have to do that in the beginning, but then once you get the hang of this a little bit, you can just wing it, just like anything. Once you get good at it, it just becomes just mechanical, and you can look and see like, okay, is this enough or not enough? And if you make an extra thing, it's okay. It's not a tragedy. If you want to take it apart, it's also okay. It's easier. Just 1, okay, 1 in between. Here we go. Trying to finish up. So that's why I said imperfect crocheting, because perfection is overrated. It can be pretty annoying. This is supposed to be for enjoyment and relaxation. And sometimes counting is good, but sometimes it gets on your nerves. Bentley, why are you going crazy? My bunny is eating non-stop. But what she does, she makes a lot of noise, scratching, looking for that little morsels of her vitamin that she likes. But she's a very sweet baby. One day maybe I'll show you. She's not like a cat. You can't pick her up. She jumps down. She'll get very nervous and starts running around, and you won't be able to see her. But she is the best little baby. You see, while I'm talking, I'm doing it. It's easy, like I'm not even counting, because all you gotta do is make sure it's filled up. That's all. I don't care if it's 7 or 8 or 6. If it looks filled up, and one in between. Don't forget the one in between. And that's all you do. One more. One more. Just one left over. Let's see. Alright. And we're all done. You see that? One more. See, like I'm not counting. I'm just looking. Do I have space? Yes. And then I do one over here. Look at the end. And then look what you got. You got your petals. All you gotta do is roll them up and sew them out. So you cut off, not very long, but long enough, because you're gonna sew this. With your scissors, you cut it off, and you pull this through, fasten it off. You know, you have to fasten it off always, so it's gonna unravel like this. And now I like to cut off the end with my nice scissors. Snip, snip, snip. I love these scissors. These are my favorite scissors because you can just clip it. That's it. Done. And I start rolling it from the other side, not this side. But what we also need is your handy dandy crocheting needle. This one is really big, but I like it because it has a huge hook for blind people, you know what I mean? Alright, I'm going to take off my fingers now because they get in the way. They're only for crocheting, not for sewing. Like here, you put this in here. And what I like about this one, it's really big, so stuff does go in easy. If it doesn't go in, you just cut it a little bit. Now we're gonna roll this from here. Just make it into a flower. Just roll it. And like stick your finger in here. This is your little petal. Alright? And roll around. Hold it like that and roll around. Hold it and roll around. That's it. It's gonna be perfect little rose. You see? You see how pretty it is? Then you sew down at the end. This is your end. You put this through first. Try to get it to the middle. In. And then you go from the other side. Out. Okay. In. And from the other side. Always from the other side. Otherwise it's going to get all messed up, rolled up, and you have to start all over again. So that's what we're doing. Sewing it up as much as you can. Then you know, just turn around and see how you like it. If you feel like something has to be moved, see, like I didn't like this, so you move it and sew it up the sides. Not necessarily too tight, because otherwise it doesn't look like a rose, but just so it's shaped the way you like it. Just make sure you always go back to the middle at the end, because we're gonna have to. I'll sew this up a little bit more here, and now I'm gonna do the ends a little bit here. Yeah. Go around it a little bit so it stays together. Just remember, coming at one side, coming back on the other side. Because sometimes I forget, and then You know, you can take it apart. It's not a tragedy, but it's a pain in the neck. Okay, so we did this. And now I'm gonna try, let's just do one more and go to the middle, right? Go the other way. And then secure it here in the back. You know how to secure it, right? You go like that and go in the middle of this and pull it through, all the way through. Okay, so the rose is done. You see? You can move it around your petal. All right? Nice. Now I'm gonna take this off, and what I'm gonna do, tie this on. Tie on because we're gonna need probably more of this red to start a granny square. I'm gonna play around with it later. And what we're gonna do now is cut this off. I'm gonna take our crocheting hook, and what we're gonna do now is we're gonna try to make a square here, like that, a square. So you take this needle, or you know what, you could have cut it off and started from the beginning. Let's do it like that. I'll cut it off so it's easier for you. All right, you make a slip stitch, like, you know, for the beginning of everything else. Okay, and we'll do it this way, it's better. Just cut it off. Okay, so the rose is all finished. Then we're trying to make a square here. So you start in one corner, you hook it on, like that. Maybe this is too far. Like that, let me see. Maybe a little bit more in the middle. Yes, this way. Pull through, 2. That's how you get it on. Okay, got it. And now we do 5. 1, 2, cast on 3, 4, 5. And what we do now is we move it and attach it. You could do it in a different color if you want to be able, you know, to see it differently. Attach it to our corner. We're trying to make like 4 corners. Not necessarily, but better. So attach it here and slip stitch this. And again, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we go around again, shaping it into a square. 4, right? 4 corners we need, so we go over here into this corner here. Right? Okay. Slip stitch it. Again. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we move this around, and we are 4th corner here. So like this. Well, it would have been better if you could see it probably better with different color, but it's okay. You're just making a square inside here with your 5, you know, 5 thingies, and then you're gonna put like petals in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is the last one. And we move this and we attach it to the end of the other one. Here's the end of this one. You just hook it onto wherever you can find a little stitch here. Okay? See? Right there. And like this. Okay, so here we go. We got our squares. Now what we're gonna do is fill these in, just like we were doing the petals. You do it the same way here. And look what we have here. So we do a little bit of fill in red, and then we're gonna switch to blue color and make it very pretty like that. So let's see. But the way you do it is, if you want it corners, you do more. You do double once, twice, and then you do 1, 2. You pull through 2 and pull through all of them. 3. You do like 2 of these to make a corner. 1, 2, and then you do 1, 2, and 3. We're shaping a corner. And here we do just one. Now in between you just do one half crochet, half and one, half and one single crochet until we get to the other corner. Half and one single crochet, half and one single crochet. Put as much as you can so it doesn't have like holes in it. Now we're gonna shape here. We're gonna start shaping our corner. So what do we do for that? 1, 2, and then you do 1, pull through once, pull through 2, and pull through all of them. Did 1, we do 1, 2, we're gonna do 2, 1, 2, and 3, our corner. Okay, you can do one. It looks okay. You see that? It's shaping up. Now we do half and one single crochet, half crochet. So under and over and pull through, under and over and pull through, and you go like that until you get to your other corner. You know, make sure you keep on looking at it, like, you know, is it shaping right? Yes, it is. You see, got 1, 2. So I'm gonna go to the third one. Has to shape right. Even if it's not in the middle, it's okay. You can fix it up later. So here we are. So we're gonna make a corner. So it's 1, 2, and then we're doing our 3, 1, 2, and pull through 3. We're gonna do 2 of these, or maybe 3. 1, 2, and then again 1, 2, and 3. And like, if you don't like the, like, you know, see, I might want to do another one because I want to see that corner shaped nicer. So 1, 2, so 3 here. Some I do 2, some I do 3. It depends. You have to just keep an eye on it yourself. You know, see the way it looks, the way it's shaping up. Like that. You see? It's squaring off. And here, what are we doing? Half and 1 until we get to our last corner. Half, half. It was so hard for me in the beginning to do this. And then once you get the hang of it, you know, like, you make the taller ones for corners, which is usually 3. And then you make the shorter ones to fill in. Okay, so this is my last corner here. So I'm gonna do 1. Wait, you know what? I'm gonna do 1 more. See? You have to fill it in. You have to keep a look. Take a look and see for yourself. Now here we are. I got to the corner. So 1, 2 again, and I'm thinking I'm gonna make like 2 of them or 3. 1, pull through 1, pull through 2, and pull through all of them again. 1, 2, so twice over, and then you pull through 1, pull through 2. Oopsie, I messed it up. You see that? Okay, so it's okay. 1, 2. Okay, you pull through 1. Now you pull through 2 and 1. Okay, that's shaping up, you see. So what do we do here? Let's see. Should I make another one or fill in? I think fill in. So 1, half crochet, and like this. 1, and pull through. 1, and pull through. 1, and pull through. So we're doing, yeah, it's square. Square enough. We can fix it. So under and over and pull through. And once we get to the end, we have to connect it. So I think, like, look here. You know, we're trying to connect this. I think I'm gonna make 1 more. So half and over and pull through. And now you just slip stitch into the corner of the end of your corner and wait, and okay, and oh my god, not writing. You see what happens? But it's okay. Okay, so you put it in here and oh my god. Okay, the last one, last time, pull through. Got it. Yay. All right, so you see what we got here now? Look, it's a flower with a square at the end. So, like here. Now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna finish this off and I'm gonna put in the blue color. So just cut this off, a little piece. Don't need a big piece at all. Just cut this off and fasten it off properly. It's off. Okay, this piece, just hide it in here. So you take from the back and pull through, from the front, from the back. Now from the back, and a little piece at the end, we're gonna just cut off because I don't like them hanging out. So do as much as you can. And now I'm cutting this off with my handy dandy little clippers. That's what they are. Okay. Alrighty. So what we end up with is kind of squarish shape, right? It's not perfect, but hey, we are not perfect and we're doing imperfect crocheting. So now I'm gonna take my blue, beautiful blue color, and you do a slip stitch, and you start it, and any corner you want. Don't start it where you ended it, because then you can pull out that. So just put in the corner, pull through, and 1, 2, and you start. You just shape it. You just go all around your 4 corners. And if you see that it's not shaping up the way you want, you can always add 2 stitches, or, do half crochets, do triple crochets to shape it so it's like the way you need it. That's what I like about being not perfect. It's okay. You can fix it. Just go around. At the end though, when you get to your corner, what you do is you have to always do 1, and then you continue. That way the corner is shaped. So you do 1, what you call it, slip stitch 1. At every corner you slip stitch 1, because you need it to be square, otherwise it's gonna become round on you. And we're not doing round today. Round I did before, and I made a little pocketbook with rounds, and it came out okay, but squares are easier, much easier to sew together, because round things, they look nice and they're faster, but it's seriously a problem when you start sewing them. So it's like, okay, here, you see, we got to the corner, 1, okay, and here we go again. I'll finish, when I finish all the corners, when I go around, I'll just stop, because you can continue on to make it the way mine looks, which is, it's not too big, it's not too small. Another thing is, like here, I'm seeing some holes, you see, in between, red, but that's okay. At the end, if you really want, you take your needle, you take your yarn, and you sew it up a little bit. If you don't want to see the holes, you sew it up. You don't have to go crazy, being upset. Here's another corner. You don't have to be crazy being upset over this. It's supposed to be enjoyable, not frustrating. If it's frustrating, we don't need it. This is supposed to be to calm us down and to have an outlet for something to do, to enjoy something. We're not doing this to become millionaires, obviously. Maybe some people are, but not me. It's too much work if I had to do like 10 of these every day. I was doing my roses already. I did 10, and like I said, she only got 4. So I said, you know what? I'm done with this stuff. I'm just gonna do it for myself. Okay, you see? Here we go. We started our blue part. You see that? And now, just continue on until you get to the same size as it. And thus you get a bunch of them, you put them together. You can even do different colors. You can do rose in a different color. You can mix it up if you want. And then you do the quilt or whatever else you want. Okay, I'm done. Bye-bye. 30 minutes. Too long. Bye.